What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Monday market breakdown by now. I'm currently sitting here in France. I flew in or I arrived yesterday evening, so I didn't really have time to record this video or even make the Sunday market breakdown. But I made it today, and I've got a couple pairs on the watch list that I'd like to share with you all. So first of all, US dollar, Canadian dollar. What can we see? We're trading in a bullish market structure. This is the high, this is the low. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, we had a switch of momentum, and then we had or received bullish candles. So I'm predicting a bullish push towards at least this weekly high. Now, what do I want to see on the daily? I need to see some confirmation patterns, and currently we're also in a bullish market structure, and we're making a bullish M. 1, 2, 3. So I'm anticipating a pullback towards this zone, and when we arrive at the zone, I'm looking for a 4-hour entry. I'm not going to be looking for a direct entry because if we have to reach this zone, we're going to be in a 4-hour bearish market structure. So I need something as a reversal or a continuation or a deceleration. Next one on the watch list is pound US dollar. What can I see? We're currently trading in a bearish market structure. This is our low, and this is our lower high. 3 weeks ago, we had an impulse correction with the trend channel, and here a switch of momentum forming a head and shoulder one, the head, shoulder two, on a strong supply and demand zone. We have sellers, sellers, sellers. We have here buyers, buyers, and some more sellers. So I'm interested in looking for a short setup when we arrive to this zone towards at least this weekly inverse head and shoulder working against me. On the daily, nothing very interesting to see. If I take my fib from the high to the low, we also have a sort of fib completion sitting here in between. Next on the watch list is Euro CHF. We have been watching this for quite some weeks now. On the weekly, we have an inverse head and shoulder one, the head and shoulder two, and the price is coming correctively to the downside. We were first of all looking for a possible entry here on the top side of this institutional candle because we saw the price slowing down, forming a potential channel, but we didn't get a 4-hour entry. Well, we got one, but it was a very short trade. That eventually played out too. So now we're at the lower part of this IC, so it's a very interesting zone. What do I have on the daily? I marked it out here. I have a daily fib completion. When I draw my fib from the high to the low, we have the 68 fib completion sitting right here. So I'm just waiting on the 4-hour until I get some bullish confirmation. Either a head and shoulder, switch of momentum, inverse head and shoulder, switch of momentum. Next one on the watch list was GBP CAD. First of all, previous week we had this bullish close, so I was anticipating a pullback towards this nice supply and demand zone, beautifully aligning with a daily bullish M, 1, 2, 3. But as you can see today, the price is already pushing towards this weekly high, which is also a very interesting supply and demand zone, very strong selling zone. So right here, I'm very sharp on the 4-hour, looking for a possible entry. Right now, the price isn't doing much, but if I'm going to see a sort of head and shoulder pattern, I am willing to take this trade towards the downside. Next one was pound CHF. What did we get 2 weeks ago? We had, first of all, a channel with a breakout. We had shoulder, head, shoulder. Previous week, we took some liquidity. On the 4-hour, I placed my limit here on this zone. 4-hour. This was, let's say, Thursday evening. So I waited for the market opening, see if the spreads were okay. But then the price didn't come back anymore. Now this week, I'm looking again at this setup, namely here, the bearish W. So let me mark out this zone. And I placed my limit also last night, right after I arrived, because I already spotted this trade. Placed my limit, price came, but because of the spreads, I was not involved. And right now we're making an inverse head and shoulder pattern with a switch of momentum. So I removed my limit and I'm waiting for the market to go more towards the downside. And the next one on the watch list is Swiss yen. Also, when I made the SMB, what can I see? We're trading in a bullish trend. We're making higher highs, and higher lows. In previous week, we have an inner structure bullish gap, 1, 2, 3. So I was anticipating a pullback towards the zone to look for a potential long setup, but right now we're already at our weekly highs. Very sharp on this one for a short. Why? We have weekly highs with 1, 2, and 3 taps. And each time we arrive at the zone, we see the bears kicking in, the bears kicking in, the bears kicking in. So right now, I am waiting for the 4 hour to trade towards potentially this daily high. On the 4 hour, nothing special. We see an impulse, correction impulse, potentially correction with the trend. So I'm still waiting for the price to show me a possible entry here. So yeah, this was the market breakdown. Obviously, there's a couple more sets, a couple more zones that need to be tapped, but they are not high priority. I expect them to be tapped either, um, yeah, around Wednesday, Thursday, maybe. So if that's the case, I'm going to share it on my Instagram. Take care.